Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. Here we have a crazy video on 1090 Jake. In case you guys don't know who 1090 Jake is he's basically a person who goes around saying who's I don't even want to say the word, but like a snitch who's cooperating with police and this and that. He's basically talking about people in many different ways, shape, or form. As you can see, his mouth that's doing right now. So basically, this is him on the left-hand side. He was arrested at one point in time. As you can see, he was a good old boy. Look at him. Like a good, adorable little kid. You know, look at him like he tried to be a tough guy, something like that. But if you focus on his face, you focus on how he looks on the left-hand side, he's like a good, innocent kid. But for some strange reason, as time went by, this guy, 1090 Jake, decided to turn from this good little kid to becoming someone else. But before this little kid right here, he was a different person. Check it out. See what I'm talking about. As you guys can see, 1090 Jake in 2018, he decided he wanted to become a tough guy. This was his first tattoo on his forehead. As you can see, he already had a tattoo on his chest, a little small star. But this is when he decided, you know what, I'm going to become a tough guy. But this is 2018. We're in 2023 right now. That wasn't too long ago. But look how young and adorable how he was back then. But now, he said, you know what, I want to take on this persona of being a tough guy. So that's what he's doing right now, guys. That's what he's doing right now. But the story of 1090 Jake, you know, he's basically a good kid. As you can see, he's a nice little adorable kid, you know, who decided, you know what, I want to try to become a tough guy. By the first thing I could do is get a tattoo. That probably symbolized some type of toughness. So ever since then, he's been going on. But if you take a look at him, he's just a really good kid, and there's nothing wrong with him being a really good kid. Look at him drinking that Starbucks coffee. Normal person will be drinking that Starbucks coffee like that. You have to be a nice kid. I never drunk a Starbucks coffee, especially out the straw. What do you think? So basically, Jake 1090 just came around, but prior to this, he was a good kid. In 2019, we're in 2023 right now. He just developed that bad mouth of his. Before that, he used to be a good boy. But for some strange reason, he decided to develop a bad mouth. And this is what's going on with him right now, guys. This is what's going on with 1090 Jake right now, guys. Don't forget, on the left-hand side, he was a good boy, as you can see, not too long ago. Good old smile on his face. Just want to give that guy a hug right there, I tell you. He looks so adorable, I tell you. Unbelievable. But look at his mouth right now. He gained weight, and his mouth is crazy now, as you can see. Here we go. Don't forget, when you get a chance to get my other videos, here we go, Service TV. But yeah, he went from being a nice, good kid to being this guy right here. Here we go, check it out.
Saying though, like the grievance that you wrote out or whatever, you had to write that shit in order to get out of confinement? Like that's like a mandatory thing, or you was just working your move or something?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody really gets out of confinement. If you get a DR, yeah, it's pretty much not gonna get out of there.
Yeah.
So I wrote that shit up like, look, ain't none of this shit happened. None of this shit's true. I had to sit in the room handcuffed while they beat the fuck out of both of them boys. And even though this is dude I'm at war with, and he just fired me up, I don't want to see nobody get flipped like that, you know? I'd rather do it to you than fucking watch the police do it. Because they walked in and put their gloves on and beat the fuck out of them. My bro that got locked up that didn't do nothing, his face was like this here. Way the fuck out. And I spoke on this, like this video that I got right here.
Saying though, like the grievance that you wrote out or whatever, you had to write that shit in order to get out of confinement? Like that's like a mandatory thing, or you was just working your move or something?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody really gets out of confinement. If you get a DR, yeah, it's pretty much not gonna get out of there.
Yeah.
So I wrote that shit up like, look, ain't none of this shit happened. None of this shit's true. I had to sit in the room handcuffed while they beat the fuck out of both of them boys. And even though this is dude I'm at war with, and he just fired me up, I don't want to see nobody get flipped like that. You know, I'd rather do it to you than fucking watch the police do it. Because they walked in and put their gloves on and beat the fuck out of them. My bro that got locked up that didn't do nothing, his face was like this here. Way the fuck out. And I spoke on this, like this video that I got right here.
You saying that when you was ranked, because they in the shit it said, so help me please and shit. So you agree that was you who wrote all that shit out?
The whole thing I wrote, bro. I'm writing to the warden. Like, look, this the situation I'm in. You got to make it sound some type of something.
Nah,
like,
yeah.
What I'm gonna be like? Hey, warden, I'm big gangster, but let me out of confinement. You think they finna? Nah, that shit ain't finna work like that. And they probably looking at my DRs because I already done been for confinement for fucking weapons and everything else already when this shit happened. So it's like once that happened, they boosted up my custody level to closed custody. I got shipped off the unit in a gang sweep, so they sent all the Bloods and Zoes in one bus back to reception, and then I ended up going to an adult prison. So I had to finish my confinement time at Appalachia CI, and then I got into more shit when I got over there. I was fighting in there, whatever. So that's how I ended up doing 210 days in confinement.
So as you can see, guys, even though 1090 Jake does all these great videos about rappers and all these, mainly rappers, I'm thinking about it right now, I don't believe he does it about like basketball players or football players or tennis players or actors or actresses. I don't believe so. But as you can see, just like every other person who he say cooperated and make a statement, because in his world, once you make a statement, you're cooperating with the police, and it's clearly evident. That's what he did. He actually physically picked up a pen or a pencil, I'm not sure which one it was, and he wrote it down. So like what they said, it's all a myth. So if he's gonna write something down, that means he's basically saying what happened. That's cooperating. So 1090 Jakes basically is one of those, I guess, I don't want to say it because I don't want to indulge in it, but he's basically saying he has a right to expose other individuals, but other individuals can't do what he has the luxury of doing. It's kind of like with Finesse, 2 times say, you know, it's cool when y'all do it, it's probably when I do. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. But either way, here we go. F Service TV, tell a friend. But 1090 Jake AGC is a good old boy. He just needs a hug. Matter of fact, I think I want to give him a hug. Because he's a good old boy. He's just trying to pretend to be a tough guy. But what he said out of his own mouth, he made it. He did what he had to do, just like everyone else did what they had to do. So it's unbelievable. So don't forget, guys. Don't forget, check him out, all the videos. F Service TV. Tell a friend. But 1090 Jake moving forward, he's just a normal person, just like everyone else. You know, he got a popular channel. That's what made him popular, and he just ran with it. But for the most part, you know, he would do what most people would do, like a rat would do, get out the situation that they're in. But don't forget, guys, till next time, tell a friend. But 1090 Jake's just a regular man. You call him whatever you want to call him, but you can't call him a bad guy. You can't do that. He's a good guy. Till next time. Here we go. F Service TV is back. Tell a friend.